Get out, you lowlife! My father's spit hit the floor inches from my shoes. My mother didn't look at me. Her eyes stayed fixed on the TV, like I wasn't even worth watching. "You'll never be anything," she said. "You'll die broke, just like you deserve." I could have told them about the 20 million sitting in my investment account. I could have reminded them I built a business from nothing while they laughed at me. But I didn't. I just picked up my bag, turned the knob, and walked out. Growing up in that house was a lesson in endurance. Praise was rationed like water in a drought. Affection, conditional. Every achievement was not enough. Every mistake was a prophecy fulfilled. They said I was stupid for skipping college, said my work in some online thing was a joke. But the joke was on them, because while they were counting my failures, I was counting my profits. One e-commerce store became two. Two became seven. By 28, I'd sold them all. 20 million wired to my account in one day. I kept it quiet. They didn't need to know. But that night, when my father's voice cracked with rage and my mother's lips curled in contempt, I made a decision. I wasn't just walking out. I was closing the door forever, on their version of me. The next morning, I was drinking coffee on the balcony of my new Florida beach house. The ocean didn't care if I went to college. The waves didn't ask for proof of worth. For the first time in years, I breathed without the weight of their judgment. I didn't block their numbers. I wanted to see how long it would take. 3 days later, my mother texted, "Your cousin's wedding is next month. You're invited. Wear something decent." No apology, no acknowledgement. A week after that, my father sent a single message. "We need to talk." I ignored them both. They wanted my presence without my dignity. That was never happening again. Then came the third week. A Facebook post from my mother, a desperate plea for donations to help save the family home. Foreclosure. So they did need me, just not as a person, as a wallet. I waited 2 days. Then I called my father. His voice was softer than I remembered. "Son, we're in a tough spot. The bank's taking the house." I let silence stretch until it felt like a rope tightening around his neck. Finally, I said, "I could help." I heard him exhale, relief flooding through the line. "But," I continued, "there's a condition." He didn't even hesitate. Anything. 3 days later, I was back in that house. The walls still smelled like my childhood, cheap detergent and stale coffee. They were both there, dressed like they were meeting a lawyer. On the table was the foreclosure notice. I sat down. "I'll pay off the house, wipe the debt, even renovate it," I said. Their faces lit up like they'd won the lottery. "But first," I leaned forward, "I want you to say it." My mother frowned. "Say what?" "That I'm not trash. That I'm not a failure. That you were wrong about me." The air thickened. My father's jaw tightened. "You're making this a game," he muttered. I shrugged. "No game, just the truth. One sentence buys you a house." It took 5 minutes of silence before my mother cracked. "We may have misjudged you," she said. "Not enough," I replied. She clenched her fists. "Fine, you're not trash. You're not a failure. We were wrong." I nodded, pulled out a check, and slid it across the table. Their eyes widened, then froze. Because the check wasn't for them. It was made out to Emily Clark, my former neighbor, the woman they mocked for being beneath us. She'd let me sleep on her couch the night they kicked me out. She was the one losing her house, too. You can't be serious," my father stammered. "I am," I said. "She believed in me when you didn't. She gets the lifeline. You get the truth." My mother's face twisted. "You'd let your own parents protect, parents support. You did neither. You're just people I share DNA with." I stood, left the check on the table, and walked out. Behind me, my father shouted my name. My mother cursed. I didn't turn back. A week later, Emily moved into her fully paid-off home. She invited me over for dinner as a thank you. We ate on her back porch, laughter rolling easier than any conversation I'd had in that old house. Meanwhile, my parents' foreclosure went through. They moved into a cramped apartment across town. Word got around about the check and who I'd given it to. They didn't just lose the house, they lost the story they'd told everyone about being good parents to an ungrateful child. I didn't set out to humiliate them. I set out to show them I didn't need them, and that the currency they valued most had never been money. It was control. Now they have neither. The ocean's outside my window again tonight, whispering its endless hush. I think about the last thing my father said before I closed their door for good. One day, you'll regret this. He was wrong.